What's happening, y'all? DKB here. So, Robert Saleh in a recent press conference was able to clarify and provide a little bit more context into what defensive coordinator Jeff Ulbrich meant when he said that we have a hard and fast 30 to 35 snap count rule. So, one of the main highlights was if he can find an elite talent, that rule kind of goes out the window. And he highlighted Aaron Donald as kind of a reference point. But aside from that, with the talent that he has, and assuming that doesn't happen, here's specifically what he said. So it's really not a 30 to 35 snap count. It's more of a percentage. There's obviously variables, but you're trying to hit a 70% mark. There are 60 to 65 snaps on average for a defensive team, so you're looking at 40 to 45 snaps. In a perfect scenario where we're winning 30 to 35 of those snaps, in a perfect scenario when we're winning games, 30 to 35 of those snaps are going to be against the pass. And then he kind of breaks down Quinnen Williams, where he says, for example, we'll roll him out on first down, second down, and third down. If they happen to convert third down for that next series, he'll be off the first and second down. He'll come back in on third down, which realistically will probably put him at about a 67% snap count clip. So with that, I think that is a much more feasible and realistic range that we can see him in. And, there was even other comparisons that were made in regards to DeForest Buckner, again, Nick Bosa, Eric Armstead, and saying that, it also depends on how the game flows. If there's overtime, for some reason you get closer to 80, 90 snaps in the game, of course, that's going to throw things off a little bit, but it gives us a little bit better of an idea of what that actually means. And at least according to Saleh, this is something that's been in the works, of course, since last season, which was the first for everybody. And they really wanted to include a lot more information from not only the defensive line, but of course, Ulbrich and defensive line coach Aaron Whitecotton. So we may continue to see this evolve. It'll also depend on, what they feel like they want to continue to do in this 4-3 defense, the type of players, the, physical archetypes that they're looking for. But there's not going to be a perfect science. In an ideal world, I think the scenario that he gave us in regards to seeing Q play first, second, third down, missing the first and second of the next series, coming back in on key critical plays. That's really the highlight. They want to make sure that their elite and starting talent can be on the field when it's 2-minute drills, when there's third downs, there's fourth and ones, or whatever fourth situation occurs, and we need a play made during that game. So I think this should give us a lot more breathing room and not panic as much. And I think when you still think about those scenarios, that still means we see a heavy amount of snaps that's going to be provided to Vinny Curry, Jacob Martin, depending on what happens with Sheldon Rankins and JFM, one or the either, if they're not necessarily the de facto starter. Solomon Thomas still. We highlighted there still might be some other free agency options out there that they look to replace the depth. Nathan Shepard still should see a pretty significant snap. So something to definitely keep an eye on. But I think we should all feel better about the situation moving forward with how Robert Saleh and Ulbrich plans on attacking these offenses this season. So let me know what your guys' thoughts are. Do you feel a little bit relieved? Do you guys think that with this new context, it makes a lot more sense how they plan on utilizing some of our defensive weaponry there? I'll catch you guys again. Peace.